So hi again, welcome back to my channel, Filipina Life with Mia. So for today's video, I have another topic which is all about the Filipino toxic traits. Generally, we Filipinos are known for our amazing people, hospitality, friendly, and a happy-go-lucky type of people. But let's face it, we Filipinos, we also have some annoying bad habits that sometimes gives our country a bad reputation. All these bad habits that we have pull us down, not just personally, but also the entire nation as well. But no matter what negative traits we have, it does not diminish the fact that we Filipinos are awesome. So the first on my list is crab mentality. Now, this is a character trait that some Filipinos have. It is about pulling down other people who are more successful than ourselves. Now, it is a bad trait unfairly ascribed to all Filipinos and considered as a formidable obstacle to our success. Some Filipinos tend to possess this mentality when we feel insecure towards others. Some of us have this mindset that if we can't have it, then you can't have it as well. Instead of praising others and offering to help them succeed, we purposely try to bring them down with us. Filipinos tend to devote so much of our time gossiping and bad-mouthing. Oh, it's a national pastime, just like karaoke. It is also a way of diverging people's attention away from the gossipers' inadequacy by focusing on other people's fault. Just like the crab in a bucket, they could have escaped from the bucket if they only stop pulling each other down. So the second one is procrastination or mañana habit. This is the Filipino habit of living for tomorrow what can be done today. We tend to postpone our actions for later time, resulting in unaccomplished tasks. It is ironic that the Spanish would accuse us of being lazy when they themselves taught us the mañana habit in the first place. This habit encourages us to procrastinate. Even though we have urgent or important tasks to do, we just don't focus on them, and when the deadline comes, that's the time we force ourselves to work on them. We Filipinos are fond of saying next time or we'll do it tomorrow or later due to being lazy. Now, this arises from a slog mentality that a problem will eventually go itself, so sometimes it feels like a miracle that we got things done in this country. And the third one is the Filipino time. Now, this one is related to mañana habits. Filipino time refers to our own Filipinos' unique brand of time, which is an hour late or so. I know that this type of behavior drives time-observant foreigners to get frustrated as a result of Filipinos not being punctual at all. And as far as I know, this type of behavior can also be seen when first dating a Filipina. I know this because I used a Filipino time before when me and Paul were dating. We were supposed to meet at a nice resto, but after being late by just 15 minutes, Paul left and told me to just meet him at home. So we ended up just getting a rotisserie meal. So I missed out on a great meal and Paul was frustrated at me. I didn't even realize this until he talked to me about it, like why keeping our appointment was so important for him. Even after agreeing to meet at a certain time, many Filipinos still fail to get there on time. We use a lot of excuses to justify why we are late. Most of them outright lies to exaggerations. We basically disregard the feelings of someone who kept the appointment. It is a ghastly habit that needs to be stopped as it hinders productivity and progress. Not to mention that we're not only wasting our own time, but others as well. And the next one is hypocrite. Now, Filipinos are known for being deeply religious type of people. But most of us also are living a life full of hypocrisy. Yes, we may go to church like maybe 3 days in a week to pray, but when we're outside the church, we tend to break many of the biblical rules and norms. Once outside of the church, many break three rules. Teens as young as 13 and even younger get pregnant. Some go to quack doctors for abortion meds or operations. Now, the Philippines is not only the highest rank for time spent on social media, but also for time spent on rated R websites. And the next one is we are onion skinned. We Filipinos are also famous for being onion skinned or extra sensitive to insults. While it's easy for us to criticize and taunt others, when it comes to others criticizing us or even just making a joke about us, we handle it in a bad way and sometimes go ballistic. We are so quick to call for an apology, even if they are meant as a joke. Now, there are a lot of incidents on the internet or even in the media involving a foreigner making a racist comment or even a humorous joke, but still, we Filipinos are so extra sensitive that we became a keyboard warrior or whatsoever just to justify how we feel or justify our trampled ego. So the next on my list is the general disregard for rules. Everywhere around the globe, all of us have laws and regulations that we follow in order to achieve a harmonious country or community. However, here in the Philippines, yes, we do have rules and regulations, but most of us have this habit of disregarding our own rules in order to prioritize what we want. Why is it so hard for Filipinos to obey our own rules? Now, this phenomenon is not exclusive to criminals either. I mean, look at the everyday life here in the Philippines, showing Filipinos, whether rich or not, breaking our rules. Whether it's something benign as no jaywalking or even no throwing of garbage anywhere. We tend to assume that someone will fix our mess. And the last one is short-sighted. I think most Filipinos prefer to receive a few hundred pesos or a kilo of rice with sardines or spams in it, or even a mug or a t-shirt with a face of a politician printed in it in exchange for voting for a certain politician. Instead of thinking about tomorrow, we think about what we can get today. No matter how bad and corrupt these politicians, we seem to vote them in again and again and again. Instead of getting together and working on a better future, holding these politicians accountable, we let them back in power. And yet, we are the first one to complain about the poor, incompetent government, when in fact we are the one doing this to ourselves over and over again. So that is the end of my discussion about this matter. But just to let you know, everyone, that the reason I made this video is because, it's not just about the beautiful Philippines, the beautiful beaches, the hidden waterfalls, and so on. We need to also open the eyes of the foreigners to let you guys know that it's not just about the good side of the Philippines. It's also about the bad side. Whether if you want it or not, then that's really up to you. So anyways, I thank you all for subscribing and for your continued support and love of my channel. I really appreciate it, y'all, and stay safe and God bless. Bye bye.